We're just vibing out here. You want to put some lyrics onto this music, Lou? I know you were freestyling it a little earlier, you know.
Yeah, but I was in the mood. Right now, I'm
Ah,
trying to
come
vibe.
on! You were like doing this like '70s DJ vibe.
It
But
is 70 DJ by man. It is. It's saying like, "Hey baby, we got it
anyways,
here all along. Hey, we gotta catch them all. Hey, Pokemon Go,
okay,
here
you
I
know what?
go, baby."
This was a mistake. This is
That's
a
what I'm
mistake.
saying. Nah.
Anyways, here we are, yet again, another Tuesday afternoon. Thank you all for being here. This is PokeBoost, your weekly dose of Pokemon content. I am your co-host. My name is Max, otherwise called Mighty Max Toys. You can follow me in IG with that tag. And my co-host, your
Here,
favorite and my
hey,
favorite.
my name is Ruben. You can guys call me Dark Elias. That's what they call me by the name when I play video games and Pokemon games. What's up, guys?
Absolutely. So today we have a pretty chill episode for you all. Okay? You guys hear the music, right? We know that Arceus, the god himself of Pokemon, is coming down from the heavens pretty soon. So we're going to go ahead and talk about some Pokemon Legend Arceus. We're going to talk about some Pokemon Go. There you go. Cue that gong for that Royal Mon. And then we're also going to talk about some battle. So cue that battle music.
Right.
Orchestra. There we go. A little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we, Lou?
Yes, let's go.
Okay. First and foremost, let's talk about some battle music. Okay? Cue the battle music once again, because today we have to introduce the 2020 International Challenge of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Lou, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
So basically, international challenge came in 2020, but now we have it again back it again 2022. Now the new thing that is gonna go with this daily challenge that we're gonna have is you can get all the first legendary birds shiny.
Finally.
To be honest, they look better than except Moltres. They look way better in their first form.
I don't know. You guys know that ever since Sun and Moon, right, we've had regional variations, right? So we've had Alolan Executor, and then we had Alolan Ninetales, you name it. But for Sword and Shield, they decided to do Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. And they threw us for a loop, right? Because the typing for these mons are crazy.
Yes, fire, electric, dark, fire, psychic, and ice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally not what you will expect. But I gotta say, I really love their designs. You know, every single one of them to me, it's either it's a 10 for Articuno, a 9 for Moltres, and an 8 for Zapdos.
You know, that's
How you
crazy.
rank?
I have little Moltres at number 10, Articuno at second, and Zapdos at last.
You know,
It's just the vibes that have the color of Moltres. It was so good, black and red. Like, damn.
yeah, you can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Right? So their shiny versions actually look like their original Cantonian counterparts, right?
Yeah. So I put in this slide, and you can see the difference between the variation of Sword and Shield, which is on top, and then the variation of Kanto, the first game.
Yeah.
So, and then the best thing about it is we get a shiny form, which it brings, like you say, it brings the Kanto form again. But with the color Sword and Shield, with the Pokemon Sword and Shield, and to be honest, Articuno looks the best.
I think Articuno looks dope. And
yeah,
I think that Zapdos looks much better in its original color scheme with that sharp yellow and sharp black. Makes more sense to me. The other one is a little bit too orangey. It kind of looks like fried chicken to me. I don't know why.
Yeah. So basically, what I felt about it when it comes to the shiny form, I feel that number one would be Zapdos because it's surprising how good it is in the shiny form. Second would be Articuno, and then Moltres would be last because
So
And
correct me if I'm wrong. We
mhm,
don't have to win anything in order to get these mons, right? We just have
correct.
to participate.
You have to participate in the Delhi International Challenge, and then you have to register before the event come out. So the first it will be the first entry will be for I think Satos or Articuno, and it will be on February 3rd to February 17th. You have that time of the month to pre-register for the event, and then
Okay.
after that, the event starts on the 18th to the 22nd, and then you do the daily event for that. And at that time, you could get Satos, shiny form Satos, just
That's
get it.
cool. That's cool. That's like going to a TCG pre-release, right, and getting that special card, or going to like the actual game, like a store, right, and getting like a figurine, right? You get something just for being there, just for being part of that
Well,
movement.
well, yeah, and then the thing is crazy is this happens for like every month after that. Like so, like I'm saying, like it's February, March, and then was it April? Yeah, April.
Yeah,
So those three events, you're gonna get a different shiny form for the legendary birds.
yeah, and they've been doing this for a while, right? This for you guys who are seasoned players for this game, right, is definitely, something that you're familiar with. Now, I feel like they
Mhm.
did this not only kind of to round off the game, but also to bring back a couple of the players because let me tell you, I have Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, and I haven't played those games in over a year, maybe.
I felt when the last DLC was the Tundra DLC, right?
Yeah,
The one
yeah, the Crown Tundra and the other one.
it got something like oh, I bring the three legendary birds with different forms. I brought the two karate dogs. I forgot the legendary
Urshifu.
Urshifu and the other one
Mhm.
was fast strike, heavy strike. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. I like the detail for the teams. Like, it was pretty simple. I didn't like it. It took less of the time to finish the DLC, to be honest, in the game.
Yeah, that whole the characters. That's the deal. Like the characters introduced were cool. The little bit of story that we got was okay, but it was just too short, and you had to pay for it too. It was a little bit on the nose for Nintendo for
Oh,
Game
that's
Freak to
like
do that.
it was actually like a heavy price too because it's almost
Yeah,
close to the original price. Like hell no. Like for me, that's why I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the Thunder thing, but if this event come out, I could get the shiny form of those two legendary birds for free.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you don't have to have the Crown Tundra. You don't have to have the
No.
DLCs to participate, which is kind of cool. So that means that if even if you didn't get those expansions like I did, I never got them. You can still get a chance at these type of Pokemons, right? Which is really cool, right?
Yeah,
And
and the cool thing about it is that the followers is Articuno, which is uno, Zapdos, which is dos, and then Moltres, which is three, which is pretty important. Three of the months, which I
yeah,
like.
absolutely. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Let me show you something. Like it's so random. I actually picked this up last time, and I
Hmm.
meant to show you guys. So I went to my local comic book shop, right? And I feel like if I remove my filter here, none, that will work a little bit better. There we go.
Hmm.
Check this out.
Oh my god, I think I know what it is.
It's
Healing Rain. Yeah. Oh,
dude, you see,
Articuno looks badass. What the hell,
and
dude?
this is the other one.
Oh, oh no, no, it doesn't build on Articuno. I don't feel like a build Articuno. That looks fucking cool.
That looks cool, right? Like
Yeah.
I picked this up at a comic book shop in Oregon when I was there last summer,
Wow.
and they
Okay.
just had a whole bunch of them, and I'm like, can I just
They
take
want
one? And they're like, yeah, yeah, you can take them. I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna frame this because this
your
looks
Articuno looks awesome, bro. That it's just the movement that they give into him. It look like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you
yeah.
up.
And you know what's crazy? It survived the plane ride home without
Really,
being bent. Yeah, like I was just like, yes.
dude, that's
So
badass,
I'm gonna
dude.
frame these pretty soon because it looks too cool, and I'm gonna put it in the background when we're filming.
It just remind
Yeah,
me of what you call Articuno in that pose. It remind me like he's doing like a what you call it, psychic cut.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Psycho Cut.
psychic cut. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
so cool. So again, participate if you guys need these shiny forms. They are free, guys. Free, 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 free. Go get them.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that too because I need these mons in my decks.
Remember, guys, you have to pre-register before the event. Uh, so the race date comes in February 3rd, all the way to February 17th. You could pre-register to sign in for the event. After that, the event gonna start after the end of the pre-register, and the event's gonna start after that. After the event's finished, the other event's gonna start after the end of that day. To pre-register
So
for the
it's a
other event.
narrow window to sign up for the other one, and then to the other one, and the
Yeah,
other
to
one, and
the
so
other
on and so
one.
forth.
So
Yeah.
basically, when the
So
one event is over, you registered for the other one the next day.
yeah. And keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it because honestly, like it's really easy to kind of miss the boat. I've missed the boat in a lot of them. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, shall we? Cue that
Yes,
slash.
Eureka.
See,
Let's
we just
go.
we just have a brand new band. Like I remember last time I was talking about a live band. We were working on it. Right now we have it, and now we're just training it. Okay. So let's talk about Pokemon Go, shall we?
Let's go.
There we go. Perfect.
That's all I feel when I see Pokemon Go walking.
Exactly. So when it comes to Pokemon Go, and whatever happened to the background music? So and whatever happened, well, so with Pokemon Go, right?
hmm
We are having a number of events. You guys know that Niantic needs to keep interest going, needs to keep Pokemon's rolling, right? We have this electric event coming up. This is the minor event to introduce Helioptile and Heliolisk, the electric lizard. That's normal and electric.
Oh, I guess. Okay,
That's
that's
it's nothing amazing. It's just like, hey, we're bringing this Pokemon back into the Pokédex. But every so on, they have this big event, right? They call it Pokemon Go Tours or the
yeah.
Safari, and this is a pay to play, right? In which you pay $12, right, or 10. It used to be 10. In order to participate on this weekend long event. So that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? In which you get no, it's only Saturday and Sunday, in which you have different Pokemon spawn at different times, or they spawn based on different seasons or different types, different gym leaders, whatever. They change it up, right? Now
I
for this time
mean,
around,
this around, I felt like it is what you said, but you have the same Pokemon but with different type of moves. That's what I heard.
yeah, they always add a move for a specific Pokemon. But the appeal of these big, pay to play events is that you get Pokemon that are region exclusive. Okay.
Mm.
For instance, the Safari Zone, which was the last one I participated in, had the exclusive of Chatot, right? And Chatot can only appear normally if you are in Australia or New Zealand. So if you're a player in the US, you absolutely needed that mon and you didn't want to travel to Australia, right? That was one way to get it. Okay. Now, Lou, looking at this picture here, which Pokemon do you think is the get for this event? Which one is the region exclusive mon?
Region exclusive mode. Um, Mana, was it? No,
Mantine?
Manta, yeah, Manta it
No,
is.
Mantine's super common.
Really? Oh, well,
Yeah.
shiny. Don't tell me it's no. Don't tell me that it's not
You
no.
get every unknown there is one unknown released with every one of these and it just changes the letter. Right? So I guess J is the one for this time around. But the big one to get is Corsola.
I know it. Is it a shiny for Consola? Is it a
No, it's
blue
just
one?
a regular Corsola. Like
Wha-
people want that Corsola. I want that Corsola. So I will be paying $12 to play this game or whatever it is, just so I can catch a Corsola. Okay, mind
I
you.
I thought you're gonna pay because you want the variation of move type set of what you call it? Ho-Ho and Lugia, because Lugia gets Aeroblast as
Yeah,
his special type. We already know that, but Ho-Ho, on the other hand, we don't know because there's two moves that it could have. Sacred Fire, which is a special
Yeah,
move,
it's
or
natural.
Earthquake, which they say that it maybe have.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, because Ho-Oh is an amazing mon. Like I love it. So out of all the legendary birds, right, including Lugia,
Mhm.
that's my favorite one. It's always been that. Like it's never been knocked down. So
But I'm
I'm sure
curious.
there's gonna be special raids.
Yeah, but I'm curious of what shiny form do you want out of all of this?
Oh no, the only shiny I want from here is Ho-Oh. Shiny Ho-Oh is boss.
Oh, damn.
Because you know that Lugia is pink. Steelix
Yes.
is cool because Steelix is gold.
Hmm.
Tyranitar is like brown. Togepi is a joke. Pichu is a joke. Fanfi hasn't been released. Corso
Hmm.
hasn't been released. And Mantine hasn't been released. And Unknown is blue.
Yeah, it's ugly. No, it's really ugly. But a Ho-Ho looks really good. What I feel like
Uh,
all the shiny variation would be Octillery because he's yellow.
yeah. So again, if you guys want to participate with me, right, I will be playing this. And don't worry, this happens on February 26th. You got plenty of time to buy it. Or you got plenty of time to decide whether or not you want to participate. Okay. For now, let's go ahead and to move to the next Pokemon bit of news. And that was the community day that just passed. Did you
Yes.
participate, Lou?
Nah. You know I'm not gonna participate for this seal. Seal.
Why not?
I don't like him. I don't like him. But
Oh my god.
one of my friends will love it because it's round. But what I
Absolutely.
but what I heard about it, it was a great
Yeah.
event because the shiny encounters for that Pokemon was crazy. He pop out every 60 seconds, so people were like, "Damn, this is crazy." And not
Yeah.
only that, but it give you a great chance to get more shinies over that. That's what I heard.
Yeah. So like this right here, I didn't get that many because I chose not to play that all that much,
Hmm.
right? And there it
Yeah.
is.
Hmm.
So what happened was that I did see that it's a lot easier to get them before. Let me tell you, like there was one shiny event that I was like, what the heck? Oh, the slack off.
Uh,
Dude, I played literally for like 3 hours and I didn't get a single slack off while my wife got like six. I'm like,
damn,
what
son.
the heck?
But and they
Yeah.
said that at that time, at the same time that you playing, people are gonna have different Pokemons coming out in a while.
Yeah.
And it says that while you use that instance,
Mhm.
the sense to bring them, out, you can have different type of Pokemons coming to you.
So this was the past one and it was a success. So that because of the rate was so low, sorry, so high,
I
the rate to encounter it, right? It was a success. So that really spells, good vibes for the next coming Pokemon.
so
Uh,
this is the hype that I have. Okay, I'll go back to Pokemon Go just to capture this boy, and my goal is to have at least 100, at least 100.
100 what? Shiny or 100 Bulbasaur?
100 Bulbasaur so I could make it red candy and make my shiny evolve to Venusaur.
You're gonna rival what you did with Subat.
Oh yeah. No, Suba was different. I captured 200 Subats. Let me remind you, I captured 200 Subats to get one pink Subat.
Yeah, it's green actually. Crobat is the pink one.
Well, when I evolved him. I
Oh
evolved
yeah, okay.
to Crobat, so it's about it. But
So
the thing about it is, the thing that crazy for me is that when I go look to a local streets or like a school or
mhm.
something to capture that, this only one I'm gonna look like. I'm gonna put a lot in sets. I'm gonna buy a lot in sets just to capture him. Just come to me, nothing else.
So we are actually going to we're planning a special event because this is Pokemon number one, and this is Ruben's favorite mon.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and do a contest. We're going to go live. We're going to meet somewhere, and we're going to see who can catch the most shiny Bulbasaur, mind you, within 1 hour. Bonus points to whoever gets the best stats on a Bulbasaur. Okay. So we'll bring you that special video, and it's going to air hopefully next week at the same place and time. Okay.
And I
Are you
believe
excited?
it's on Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's on
Sunday?
Sunday. Yeah.
I'm really excited. One thing, because I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while. As I already know, I didn't play Pokemon Go. I played Pokemon Go when it started, but since then I haven't played Pokemon Go. But when I get there, I'm gonna be really excited to get that Bulbasaur as soon
Yeah,
as I
it's
can.
it hasn't changed all that much. The game hasn't changed from day number one when when you played it. It's still the same
And
mechanics.
all I know, he's still broken. He's still broken since then.
But here's the deal:
Mhm.
if you guys want to participate in our local in the LA area, go ahead and give us a chat, give us leave us a comment, right? Because we don't know if there's any interest. Maybe in the future we do a meetup, right, with you guys, and we can all play together, right? So we'll run it by ear this time around. But again, in the future, if you guys seem to like this, we can go ahead and organize meetups so we can go ahead and play together.
Yeah,
So,
there's more of a community event. Like
oh
for
yeah,
now,
one
I'm
every
gonna
month, guys.
start playing Pokemon Go because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the events, but damn,
Mhm.
I'll be playing that for now, basically.
So that's it for Pokemon Go. Now let's go ahead and transition on to the next topic in the news department. Okay.
Oh my god, this game.
Because once again, that Legend of Arceus himself, right? Arceus.
All right, guys.
Wait, wait,
I'm
wait, 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 wait. Arceus.
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 Arceus, right?
I'm just trying to get you get it right.
So,
We need to sync with the band, you know? Go
once
ahead, Lou. Take
again,
us take us away.
all right, guys. Once again, a new brand, different type of Pokemon game gonna come out. Just like Pokemon Go, this game is gonna be all the excitement. It's a different type of the way they play. You actually take personal damage to yourself and everything. But one thing clear: don't play this game while you guys are working. We
Yep.
had this in Pokemon Go. You know what happened to those two officers trying to capture Snorlax and let the Roberts guy get away. Just to let you know, guys, you do get penalized in
You can
real
lose your job.
life. You could lose your job. You could put somebody in danger. Don't play games while you're working, basically.
Hey,
I know it's awful,
perfect.
but guys, on your free time you could do anything, bro. You could play as
Let me
12
uh,
hours at this.
okay, let me tell you, Lou. I think I've spoken about this before.
Yes.
Um, when Sun and Moon was out, right? I remember I had a really easy job, like a really like
Hmm.
you sit there and do nothing type of job, right? And I was playing the whole day. I was playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, trying to get a shiny Crabrawler, right? I was doing the chain over
Yeah.
and over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Like I woke up that day, I started the chain, and then I put the game on silent or I
Yeah.
set on sleep, drove over to work, opened it up, right? Played the game, went to lunch, right? Came back, played some more, went home, and I finally got my freaking shiny. But I have since left that job, so they can't fire me from it. Number one, and it was not something I recommend people doing. Number one, you don't want to waste that much time on it. Come on, it's not worth it.
Look, guys. Oh, I know. I know the hype of this game is gonna be ridiculous. I know already. But don't lose your real life.
Don't lose your real life. Okay,
That's all
so
I
let's
say.
talk about it. Number one, hey, I did some research, right? And yes, number one, it's released on January 28th.
Yes.
And as you guys know, it takes place on ancient Sinnoh. At this point in time, this is what we have been told, right? This is a time piece, right? We are playing in the land that would eventually become Sinnoh. So this is still canon. This is not a ultra wormhole type of deal. This is not an alternative dimension type of deal. This is historically connected. Okay. Off.
He's off. So the streaming, it's like they don't doesn't show our faces.
Oh. Can they still hear us?
Yeah, they could hear us.
Okay, yeah, we could talk about. All right, yeah, we got some
All right,
technical
we
difficulties,
could do
guys.
this
Sorry
live.
about that. Can they see the stream?
Yeah,
Okay, let me go ahead and turn off my camera.
and turn it on back again. There you go. I'm back.
There you go.
Yeah. No, he will be back. He'll be back.
There you go. We're back. Okay. I think this because of technical difficulties, we need to play that fail music again, please.
Super fair. I don't know what happened. But basically,
Hey, but you know what? We out here.
I feel like the center region, right? It will take part in the past, right? But I feel like you're gonna have alternate dimensions that you could go back to the future and stuff because we have Legend of Arceus as the primary god. We have
Okay.
Dialga and Palkia, the
Yeah, you're
legendary
right.
from space and time. So,
Space and time, you're right. They can. Yeah, actually, that's a possibility.
and
They
as
could.
a remind you, people who watch the show, it came out that Palkia and Dialga made different dimensions with different alternate reality of the same people. So that may
Oh,
happen.
dude, you're right. They may be able to bend space and time so that from this region you can go to the future. That's crazy. I hadn't even thought about that because, yeah.
And I'm so
Whoa.
excited because if they make that as a DLC, your boy's gonna play even more.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys. We're gonna come back in just a few minutes. Hang tight. If we had a picture of a cat hanging by a branch, we would show it to you, but we don't.
Come on in. Check out Masterclass. See what we got to say to you.
We have these complicated origins that in some ways explain why we have the complicated present that we have.
Critical race theory pays attention to these things because it's trying to get people to understand that what we think about as just there are never just there. They have been produced.
I'm John McWhorter.
I'm Sherilyn Eiffel.
I'm Jelani Cobb.
Nicole Hannah-Jones.
Kimberly Williams Crenshaw.
Cornell West.
I'm Angela Davis, and this is Masterclass.
I told Carmela about your breakup.
She's gonna tell everybody.
Well, who needs Bumble when you have a bunch of Latinos doing the dirty work for you?
I'm writing solo, like the song.
Love could be right in front of you, but if you aren't open, you won't see it.
I didn't catch your name.
Santiago. People will surprise you if you let them.
Love is messy and complicated, but it's the one true thing in this world.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to say, I mean, water's always a good one to go back to, right? It's a good
Uh,
starter to choose from no matter what.
I sure. You know what?
But
It depends on the area of Pokemons that we have, right?
yeah,
I feel The water is not the strongest Pokemon because I feel like any Pokemon games you're gonna see as many water Pokemons in the goddamn game.
Yeah, you're right. Plus, an entire area where you have, Gyarados and stuff like that. You're gonna end up with that one better,
And
right?
Red Gyarados,
I'm
yo,
actually
if you capture a Red Gyarados, dude, bro.
I know, right? I'm just gonna go. Honestly, I'm telling you now. I'm gonna go with Rowlet simply because I love that boy. I've loved him since day one in Sun and Moon, and the fact that it's here is just amazing.
I believe for me, because I'm a grass trainer, my my Pokemons that I love for grass, they're not there. So for me, I may go Cyndaquil for this card.
Yeah, it's just for the nostalgia, right? Like it's been a while since we got to get like a Cyndaquil entire playthrough. It's
Bro,
cool.
it's been like since remake of Gold and Silver in the DS, bro. It's since then.
Yeah, that's a long time. Just because of time itself, like it feels refreshing to use Cyndaquil, you know.
You know
So
what I
I,
want?
I'm all for it.
Do you know what I want? And this, I want these three Pokemon that has different primes at the end of the evolution.
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hear me out. This is my theory. This is wild. I'm wilding out in here.
Uh-huh.
Remember that the lore of Rowlet's evolutionary line is that it's based on an owl that went extinct, right?
Uh-huh.
And that is in the future. Okay, that's in Sun and Moon.
Mm-hmm.
What if the final evolution, the Decidui, it's actually Hisuian Decidui, and it's the Pokemon that went extinct years before?
I like that lore. I like that lore. But you know, and what I like the most is the cynical line that says like his fire got extinct a long time ago,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like his last third evolution is gonna be something with fire, like a lot of fire around him, like more
Yeah, that could be
extinct than
cool.
and I feel it's
That could
gonna
be cool.
be instead of blue, dark blue, it's gonna be like a little bit more dark black on there.
Yeah, and let's just be honest, people don't like, Samurott because he's a samurai on all fours. Like it's
No,
kind of weird. So hopefully we
I
get something
feel
better.
like I feel his evolution is gonna be it's gonna be in 2 feet. Actually, in 2 feet.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And people are gonna be like, "Yeah, finally!" you know.
Actually, in 2 feet and two swords on the sides. Like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
I feel
and it
like it's
makes
gonna be
sense, right? This is based on like ancient Japan, the Edo period, Japanese
so.
samurai, shoguns, etc. So yeah, it makes sense that they will give him a little bit of love.
So,
He's literally the samurai Pokemon.
so in this game, it's gonna play um, the rescue games for Pokemon. It's gonna be
Yeah.
you're gonna have challenges, requests from the village to complete. So one example, I want to capture these shinks. I want to see what the different types of how the design of the ears look like. That could be a challenge.
Ah.
So what you do, you have to go to the location of the shinks, capture one, and give it to him, and he give you back money, and then he gonna teach you why he looks different than the other shinks.
Now let me tell you this. I think you're jumping ahead of the game.
No, actually, that is the game two that happened in the game. By the way,
I know, but before that, because I have a slide for that, let's go ahead and talk about this rest of the Hisuian Pokemon that we're going to get.
yes.
These are Pokemon that were either they had no evolution, or for some reason they're fan favorites and they need something else. I'm looking at you, Cleaver. Um, so let's go. Let's go down the list. Right? Weirdeer. Okay. Basculegion and Cleaver. Clearly, Weirdeer is an evolution, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, I think it's an he's Asian type of Pokemon. So I feel
Wait, so he's not an evolution of Standler. He's just his own thing.
his own thing. Yeah.
Oh man, come on now.
I think it's like, have you seen those totem Pokemon that look huge? They
Yeah.
look different. I think that's how all of these are.
Okay. And by the way, right now it's still up. We still don't know if they evolve or not, right? It could be. It could be they have a pre-evolution or an evolution after that. We don't know. Then we have Bascu Legion, which is it's my favorite and most people's favorite.
Yeah, it looks fucking cool.
Is the evolution of Basculin, right? And now, if you guys don't know Basculin, he's a Gen 5 water Pokemon who's like a little piranha. And essentially, he's super fast and super strong.
Oh yeah,
right?
It is so fast that you can have it as a helper, supporter of you.
Yeah, absolutely. No. He's a threat. Honestly, when he comes out, he's gonna kill something. You know, he's gonna kill something. You know, his attack, like liquidation. Jeez, it's crazy.
Okay, talking about attacks, right? There's a new system that get into the game. It's called quick strat and a heavy strat. Okay.
Yeah.
So quick strat is if you use the move quick strat as yourself, you can put it as your Pokemon, and you could do a second initial attack in your turn. So instead of having one attack, you do 2 attacks instead.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's quick strike. So instead of using one move, you could use 2 moves. However, the second move is gonna be weaker than the first move.
Okay, that makes sense. That's okay, but this is something that's in the game mechanic, right?
Mechanic. Then there's
not in the battle system, like whatever, like not in the battle system that you play in tournaments, right?
No.
Okay, go
ahead. These are just in the game mechanics. So the second one is heavy strike. Instead of having 2 strikes, you have 1 strike, and it does a critical attack, guaranteed.
But you always have one. What?
No, but
you always have one.
But this is critical. Like it's gonna get
guaranteed
for like crits.
Okay.
That's what I call a heavy blow. However, if you use that one, you lose a turn. You can use.
Oh, there it is. There's. I was like, how is that even fair? Because before we only had one attack. That's where it is. Okay.
That Pokemon that you go against is you don't lose a turn, but that Pokemon gets 2 turns, 2 move turns. Please use a heavy strike. You get me?
Wow.
So if you're going against a totem Pokemon, which is this Cleaver, whatever, you're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, and that's another mechanic that we're introducing. That they're bringing back the totem Pokemon mechanic, but they're kind of like revamping it, fitting it into this game because the totem Pokemon was an okay idea, but it was so boring.
See, this was the difference with Solar Moon games and this game is about. Solar Moon, you go against a totem Pokemon and you battle them. That's cool. And this one, you had to battle it yourself before you battle with a Pokemon, my guy.
And that's kind of cool, right? Because this totem Pokemon supposedly is peaceful, right? Yeah. But they enter this mode, which is called the Frenzy mode, right? Yeah. Which is very much like, you know how we have Shadow Pokemon? They have like this aura, right? That type of deal. So this is a Frenzy mode of a Pokemon, right? And for some reason, you know, we don't know what causes it, but it kind of like takes over them and they become very violent and they become like larger. So your job is to kind of like calm them down and catch them, right? Because if you guys haven't noticed, like each one of these takes place of an HM, right? Mm-hmm. Bascu Legion is Surf, Cleaver is Cut, Weirdeer is probably like what's the name of that rock attack that
Rock Smash?
No, not Rock Smash. Rock Climb. Right? Yeah. So, and then you have the next set, right? We have Braviary, which is the other like totem Pokemon is Fly, right?
Yes.
So, like, you have to catch these mons at some point in the game in order for you to be able to progress through the story.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can expect that.
So what I feel is, how do you fight these totem Pokemons? Correct. You have you have a little pouch, dust pouch that you throw them to. I think calm them down.
Yes.
And they have a huge bar. So what you do with that pouch, you have infinite ammo for that.
No, you don't. You actually have to make them.
Crash.
That's where the cooking mechanic comes in, because the dust or the incense or whatever the hell that's called it's based on that Pokemon's specific favorite food. Okay, so
Oh my God, it's gonna take
that's where the harvesting mechanic comes in. You harvest the ingredients you need for the very specific Pokemon that you're gonna fight,
nah.
and
Yeah.
then you make these incense. Hopefully, you make enough, right, to
Mhm.
get them, through that battle.
And
If you fail, you waste all your incense, so you have
yeah.
to harvest again,
Mhm.
cook again, and face them again.
So you know what's crazy about it is
What?
this game's gonna be about seasoning mechanics, about farm mechanics. So if you miss that season of harvesting or fruit harvesting, you can have less opportunity to get that fruit.
That sucks. I really.
Have
Oh
you seen
Lord.
that? I feel like it's gonna be like that because have you seen the season changing in Pokemon
Yeah.
Legend of Arceus in the game? I think that's not gonna feel.
It
And,
could be.
and
I mean, they're not.
if it's not that, then in the location that you are is the only way you can
Yes,
get the fruit. That's what I
I
feel.
think that's gonna be a lot. That's more likely, right?
Yeah.
Because the idea is like you have the mountain, right? You have Mount Coronet, and on the bottom you have the only kind of like colonized area, the only populated area, the city,
Yeah.
so to speak. And they essentially did a reverse Sword and Shield, right? Because in
Yeah.
Sword and Shield, everything was a city,
Yeah.
and you had this one little park,
Mhm.
right? The wild area where you can go and face Pokemon like natural. Now it's the opposite. You have one little city, and everything else is wild area,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. And the one thing that it crazy about me because this one place that it's like the function of the whole village, which
Mm-hmm.
is like a big supermarket. Let's just say that, right?
Yeah.
You got traders all around there. You have traders. You need like items to battle. Here you go. You need like fruits. Here you go. There's a different trader. But now
Yeah.
it makes you like you have to trade for something else.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? You could trade for items now
Mm-hmm.
instead of money for
Oh.
items. You get me?
I wonder if trading items is going to be a thing between players, you know?
I
Because
believe
we
you
can.
can. Yeah, I believe you can. I believe you can trade a recipe. I feel like it's gonna happen. You could trade recipes.
Okay.
That's the crazy thing about it.
Because I know that back in the day, you guys who are veteran Pokemon players like we are, you know that if Ruben wanted a Master Ball, right, because he used his, right, and I had an extra, I had to equip it to a Pokemon and then trade it to him, right? And God forbid that that Pokemon had an HM, right?
Oh,
Because I go to the move the leader to delete the move and
yeah.
then trade it. It was so annoying.
I remember the days when you wanted like a ATM because you used your ATM or earthquake, so you had to give it to him.
Oh yeah, when you only had like one TM of each.
Yeah. And you said I'm not gonna use it, so I'm just gonna trade it for other person, bro.
Oh my god, yeah. Like I remember that. Like, dude, when you had like, oh, I have one earthquake, I'm gonna hold on to it for forever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Those were those days that playing Pokemon has become a lot easier, and in
Oh,
a good way too. Okay, not in a bad way.
so I've been wondering if they
Okay.
put the implementation of farming, harvesting, I'll say.
Uh huh.
If you can farm your own fruits, you can farm your own say like get the seeds and you farm it your own self. Like any Pokemon game that you have to like sprinkle to like grow your own plants, grow the fruit again.
Oh, like you want to do the farm bill, Pokemon farm bill? Like go
Oh,
water your plants every day.
yeah, yeah. Like you have, you buy your own piece of land. You
Uh huh.
you have your farming right there. You get me? You don't have to go anywhere. You could just farm that soil plant that you bought with
Yeah,
hard,
I
hard
think
money.
that's. I think that's that. I think since there's very few cities now,
Mm.
I think that's what your house is gonna be like in any game of Pokemon, right?
Uh-huh.
You start at your house,
Yeah.
right,
Mhm.
and then you leave it forever. you know?
Yeah. Like, so the crazy part is you don't have a house. You have a tent. You get me? And you have
Oh
to buy
yeah,
the
you're right.
land to make your own house. That's the implementation. I feel like that I would like. And then after that, it's like you have to build your own house. Like you have to build
Hmm.
your own. your own cave when you go underneath, and you have to drill. You have to make your own decoration stuff. That's what I want.
I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna see like secret bases type of deal
Not
here.
freaking basis, but buying land and stuff. I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna be there implemented.
Okay.
And the most crazy thing about it is you don't have to farm at all. You could do daily challenges that the people give it to you, and they give you items instead of money.
And I feel like this is actually very healthy for the Pokemon games, right? To introduce a mechanism like that, like farming, because it gives purpose to like having money or playing, certain, like the battle tower or like these other things that give you cash, right?
Yeah.
Because in the regular games, after a while, you know, getting money's never a problem, you know?
No.
Like you're gonna get plenty of revives, super potions, hyper potions, what have you, right?
I mean,
And
there's different implementations of how to farm, right? You could get the amulet coin, and you can get to those rich type of like AIs, and just battle
yeah,
them again with the Persil Seeker, just to get my money with the amulet coin.
absolutely. So again, having this idea that when there is something that you constantly have to buy and replenish, it's actually, I think, a good move by Game Freak. So um, let's go ahead and talk about the rest of this history in
Yes.
Pokemon's here, because we have one addition to your camp, the Grass Camp, and that is Hisuian
Hey,
Boltor, right?
hey,
Who
he's not made of metal, boy. He's made out of wood, my guy. Wood.
now I like the lore, okay? Because we know that Pokeballs were made out of apricots, right? Like these
Yes.
fruits,
Yes.
right? Originally. So it makes sense that there is a Voltorb
Water made out of
that's
wood.
made of an apricot.
Yes.
It makes sense, right? Like, if it
You
makes
know,
sense to you guys in the chat, go ahead and put it like,
I thought it was the Lord. The Lord, it was the Dito who transformed to the Pokeball, and he lost the chance of becoming Dito again. He lost the ability to become a Dito again, and so he became a new Pokemon called Bolter. That's my lord to it.
hey, you know what? I'll go with that because clearly Game Freak was just like, I'm going to make this, and I don't really care whether or not it fits.
Actually, at this
Now,
point, I can't say that because the making of Dito happens in the future, not in the past.
it's true. Yeah, because he's based on he's an accident, right?
It's an
Of
experimental Pokemon, yeah.
yeah.
Just like
He's like a
Mewtwo.
halfway point between Mew and Mewtwo. Now, here we have the Edge Lord, Pokemon. The Pokemon that's the Pokemon line that's made for the guy who's like, I only like cool things, like our friend Andre is like, oh yeah, Hisui and Zoru and Zoroark. They're so cool. Like, oh my god, such a basic Pokemon. Get out of here.
Well, now it just Ghost, my guy. Ghost Zoroark. Ghost. I don't know if it's Ghost normal or Ghost fire, but in the lore it says Ghost normal. So
Now let's think about the typing here for a minute. Ghost and normal, right?
that's bad.
Wait, I don't think it's bad, Lou. Think about it.
He could
What
get hit
weakness
by
does it have?
fighting moves.
Huh?
He could get hit by fighting moves.
No, he can't because he's ghost.
Oh, that's right.
So he's immune to fighting
Oh,
types.
to
He's
fighting
immune
and
to
Ghost.
other normal.
Is he immune to
Right?
Ghost? Because he's normal type?
Who?
If he's immune to Ghost types because
No, no,
he's
no. Oh yeah, he is immune to ghost
so
himself.
he's normal type,
He's
yeah.
normal, correct. So he can't be hit by Gengar, right?
Yes.
He
Oh,
can be hit by Machamp, right? So no bullet punch, no cross chop, no freaking none of that.
no, yeah.
Okay,
No,
so I think as a typing is pretty interesting, right?
I feel that nothing gonna happen because Psychic is right there, and they have more Psychic Pokemon than Ghost type Pokemon. So
Yeah, it depends. I wonder if you can build him a bulky. He doesn't look like it's super fast. He looks more bulky than fast.
it
We'll
depends
see.
how you build it because I feel like he's a physical type, I believe, physical type
Hmm.
Pokemon. So I just don't. I think his first nature is speed, and then his second nature would be physical attack. That's how I feel. He's fast,
Now,
but not that
when
fast.
it comes to Hisu and Growlithe, well, how do you feel about it?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Really?
Yeah, if his evolution doesn't look like those statues in Japan, like the lion statue, I don't want him. I'm gonna disown him right away.
You're gonna be released.
Like no, I will trade him. Let me see his evolution. In the Arcanine, he's one Arcanine doesn't look at the statue from Japan. I will disown him.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because honestly, Hisu and Growlithe is not my favorite Pokemon by any means. But whatever. We'll see. Like again, the Arcanine is the breaking point here. What about Hisu and Braviary? What's your thoughts about that?
It looks effing cool. I feel like the measure over here that he become a psychic flying Pokemon makes him pretty cool. And when I saw the preview of how he looks from front. That thing is humongous. You think that thing is little? No, that thing is humongous.
Yeah, like if you think about it, like if you take your hand, guys, and you kind of cover his eyes, and you just look at the big thing, it looks like a giant mask that he's wearing. That's kind of cool.
Yes. And at night, the mask gets bigger.
Oh, and you know what's crazy because uh, regular Braviary is type of like the traditional, the conventional America Pokemon, right?
The American
He's
Eagle.
like the bald eagle of the US, like because it's just red, white, and blue.
Yep.
So the fact that like Japan now has its own version is kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel like when I think that's his gas when he goes bigger, meaning that he's going faster or something like that. That's how I feel.
Well, that's cool. I'm interested. I think that Hisu and Braviary is one of the ones that I really want to see. I wonder if it evolves from Hisu and
Yeah.
what's the name of the little bird?
Chato?
No. Chatot is the parrot Pokemon, my boy.
You mean Braviary's
Chat.
first evolution?
Yeah, what's Braviary's pre-evo? Oh, man, I have a Pokedex right here. Chat, what is it? Oh, Rufflet. There you go.
Rufflet? Yeah.
Rufflet. Got it. I got my Pokedex, baby. Anyways, and last but definitely not least, we have the legends themselves. Because remember that isn't this the generation with the most freaking legendary Pokemon?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of legendary Pokemon.
Yeah,
so I feel like the legendary Pokemon will be Arceus, Darkrai, and Palkia. Still, those three.
Yeah, no changes there.
But the mythological Pokemon, it will be Darkrai and Shaymin.
What about Manaphy? Are you gonna forget about Manaphy?
Manaphy, man. I don't want that. So,
nobody cares about Manaphy.
So what I feel is when you go to the first three totem Pokemons, I gonna feel you can have three different challenges or events that have to be Shaming, which is the Pokemon of life, or basically we call it the Pokemon of growth in nature. I think it's gonna do something with Arceus' plate of grass or earth about something about life and nature.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, Arceus changes type depending on the plate that he has.
Yeah, which is I don't know how they're gonna make it because those plates have not been a thing in the Pokemon games for a while, right?
Exactly, and then they're gonna bring it back right here and giving the lore of Arceus and how Arceus gave to the people different places to create life. So in the grass type and the earth type was to create the whole earth or life in Pokemon tradition. Water, the temple, give it to them to make water, ocean, space.
Okay.
And
yeah, I never understood what the plates were for. It's kind of just weird to me.
No. So if you watch the show, if you watch the movies, like I done, there's a show that Arceus came back because the humans, or basically the church, right at that point.
Yeah,
traded became a traitor to Arceus, and they seal Arceus by putting cement all around him.
Because that's what humans do, huh?
Something like that. Or they created a technological orb or something like that to trap Arceus to make him a statue, basically.
Okay.
So the whole tip of the top is Arceus come and breaks the seal that he's under because he's literally God, and he demands to give him the plates again, the plates that he gave the humans to create life again.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then you have no Palkia or Dialga in the show. You have Giratina too, and Arceus just slapping the heck of them, all three of them, like nothing, like they were nothing to them. And every time he got played back, he got stronger and stronger. That's the crazy thing about it. That's why I feel they're gonna go back to the plates again, the story of the Lord of the plates again, until like shaming that one of the protectors of grass and life. He says he is guarding the grass or earth template,
Mm-hmm.
and that guy's. I feel like he's saying he has his own island. I feel it's gonna be something about water or fire, something like that. I just don't
Here's
know.
the deal, like when he was when Arceus was created, we didn't have fairy type, right? Which means that at some point we had to make a new plate, right? The fairy plate.
Yeah.
Right? So there may be something, and since Darkrai is essentially weak to fairy, maybe that's how you get him. You get the darkness plate, and you get the fairy plate, something like that.
Maybe that too, because I could feel that
Mhm.
happening too. But you know
Yeah,
what's
like
crazy is,
mhm.
what about if it's different lore again? Because I don't know if we had a dark plate either in implemented. We had a steel plate.
No, we have a darkness plate.
Well, anyway, but I don't know which type of plates we had, because he has like maybe 12 plates if I remember correctly. Let me see how many plates he has.
We can search that real
Pokemon
quick.
plates.
Just go to TCG. No, not TCG. Just go to Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
And just
4,
put
5,
plates.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I feel like we do have a
17.
darkness.
We have 17 plates. Okay.
Okay.
There were just 70 types of Pokemon, whatever. But I feel like the lore behind the psychic plate and the lore behind the dark or the ghost plate is gonna be a lore to Shaman and Darkrai, like you said. I feel like that's gonna happen.
We'll see. I mean, like it's a lot. They can do a lot, and I hope the story is good.
But you know
I
what I want?
honest to God, I hope the story is good, because if that story sucks,
Oh,
man, I don't
bro,
know.
I'm gonna be so pissed if the story sucks, dude. Because I feel
Especially
like
because you have all these little tiny, those Easter eggs, right? Where you have parallels to future characters coming into the fold. You have Professor Rowan, right, who in this case is actually the leader of Team Galactic, right? You have Cyrus, right, which is pretty much the bad guy of Team Galactic, and who goes nuts.
Yep.
Right,
We have
coming back.
Mars.
Yeah, you have the person who creates Mars, like, and we have Volkner. Like, come on, like, what is the connection? Is this something that we need? Are we going to learn more about as time moves forward, or is this just going to be some sort of like, oh, this is an Easter egg, or like, oh, it's just a fun thing?
No, I feel the whole thing about this is the story that goes through the game, and the story has to be the strong point of the game. I don't care about mechanics. I don't care. I want to care about the lore of the game.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't really even care about whether there's like 40 new Pokemon included. I don't care. Like, just give me a good story.
You know what's crazy? When you see the main topic, the main name of the game is the Legend of Arceus. I feel this whole game is gonna talk about Arceus and how Arceus became a legend, or how we became preaching to Arceus. You get me? That's called the Legend of Arceus. I feel that the whole topic about him is how he become a legend to us.
Oh, you know what? That actually makes sense, because here's the deal: like when they dropped Diamond and Pearl, right? They just told us, oh yeah, by the way, Arceus is the god. See you later. And then like Gen 5 came in, and then Gen 6, 7, and 8, and you're like, okay, so wait, what? Is Arceus still god? Like, Are you gonna talk about that at any point?
So since we're going to the past, or I guess one alternate dimensions of point, I feel they had to talk about how the legend actually became legend. What
Yeah,
did
how
he
did that
do?
Pokemon became so important, right?
What
That
did he
people
do? Did he create
revere him
life or did he
as a
create
god.
chaos? Yeah. And remember,
Yeah.
life is Xernas, okay? Xernas is life.
Yes, it's
And
true.
death and Rip is Yveltal.
Yeah, I
Remember.
like you said, like, and Rip.
Rip Resurrection and Dead is Yveltal. So
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
developed.
if those two come out again as a Legend program in the DLC, I'm gonna go crazy because that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because those to me, okay, so when you talk about legendaries as far as like tiers on how important they are, right? You have like you have those that control the fabric of space and time and reality itself, like Palkia,
Dialga
Dialga, and
and
Giratina, right? Like all
yes.
those three. But then you have something above it, like that's even more ethereal, like life and death,
Which is
right?
Xerneas and Yveltal.
Xerneas and Yveltal, and then is that where Arceus is?
No, because Arceus is the one that created all Pokemon, as the Pokédex says. He's the one that created Dialga and Palkia to create space and time. He created
Yeah.
Giratina to we call it control the reality of space or time. That's how we have Earths, different Earth dimensions because of Giratina. Because remember, Giratina lives in a different dimension than Earth. Now, out of that, after that they have the creation of Xernas Yveltal, that one creates life and death.
Now here's the crazy thing, and we're gonna close it up with here.
Yeah. All right.
I'm 30 something years old, right? And it's a lifetime, Lou. Like literally a lifetime, even for you, right?
Yeah.
Of learning, of going with this freaking franchise to the point that hey, we decided to make a show about it. You know, like it's crazy. It's an entire like lifespan where you're like, okay, we're learning at
All
different
right.
milestones in our lives.
So
You know,
basically,
at my 15s, at my 20s, at my 30s. What the heck am I going to learn about Pokemon when I'm in my 40s and 50s? That's going to be insane.
you know what's crazy? We have gone to the whole experimentation of the realization of humans. So in Pokemon Kanto, right, was the experimentation, that scientific experimentation of Pokemon. Mew and Mewtwo. Mew being the strongest DNA Pokemon of all Pokemons, and then we scientists created a new version we call Mewtwo, which was the whole topic of Kanto. Then we have Johto, right? Johto was the reincarnation of Pokemon. How a legendary Pokemon
Yeah.
could transform, revive, and transform to a stronger Pokemon, which was the three legendary dogs.
Yeah, it's true. It's
now
true.
we go into the other saga, which was what's it called? Is it Hoenn? No, no Hoenn. Because
Sinnoh.
Sinnoh. We have Sinnoh, and then we have the story about control of earth and water, which is Kyogre and Groudon.
Yeah.
And
No, Groudon. Yeah.
Yeah, Groudon. And the controller of the sky, which is what do you call it?
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza. And then we have the controller of the space, or whoever the leader of the space, which is the Arceus at that time. Because all of those,
no, the Arceus is kind of like he's not a leader of space. He's just a thing.
Yeah, just space Pokemon, a meteor Pokemon. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he's a supercomputer type of alien.
But we have those three cycle, right? Water, earth, and sky. Basically, the lore about it, like it grew around just whatever, right? And then we have their primes, which is different thing. But then
this is more like in the primordial, like dinosaur type of deal, you know, like when
like
dinosaurs
the ruler
roam.
of earth and water, basically. That's what it's saying, right?
Yeah.
And now after that's the lore about it. You get me? That's the lore about. We see the different form of Pokemon, and then after that we go to Diamond and Pearl. I remember, and then the lore gets stronger because, as you see, we see the lore of humans, and now we go to the lore of how Pokemon was created, and that's the Diamond and Pearl gives us. They give us the lore of who's the god of Pokemon, who's the god and beyond or everything, which is Arceus. You get me?
Yeah.
He created the whole thing about it.
It's Hoenn, that's the one we're missing. Hoenn is Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, but
Sinnoh is
Sinnoh is Diamond. I think Diamond Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl. Yeah.
And then after that, the lore about Arceus is about the god of Pokemon, the god of creator of everything, basically.
Yeah.
And then that specific story, it goes to the Black and Whites,
The Unova.
the Unova, and goes to how delirious was the church to taking over legendary Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that was the ideals Pokemon, the dreams and
How religion,
ideals.
yeah, that's how religion
Yeah.
gets trapped, and that type of story
Yeah.
got way bold to Arceus because that's what happened in the movie. That
Yeah, actually, you have a good point because Unova is all about how humans perceive like you have this Pokemon um what's the name of the legendaries? You have your Zekrom, Reshiram, and then these are the Pokemons of ideals, right? Like so that means that these are just strong Pokemons, but people start associating them with that. So it's very much how we weave this Pokemon into like our mythos, our own like religions and beliefs. Yeah, actually that's very intuitive. I like that.
And then it gives us that story of the lore around how how a religious belief on Pokemon took over what Arceus trying to mean, which is have a friendship, peaceful environment with Pokemons and humans.
Okay, what about Kalos? Well, Kalos is life and death, right?
Yeah, Kalos' life. Then it says how you have to share his life, and you have to confront death at the end, basically.
Yeah, and then and Alola is
no, Alola is I think Alola
is trash.
No,
Alola.
No, what Alola has, I think it has the lore of light and darkness, light and
light darkness,
which
and
is
interdimensional travels because
whatever.
Can't. We can't ignore the fact that out of all of them, Alola's lore is the most like out there.
Yeah, and I feel like because it's about light and darkness because it talk about the last Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon talk about that Pokemon legendary Pokemon. That's right there.
But then again, it's all about like this interdimensional travels, the idea that there's other worlds beyond ours, right? And it's interesting because we've had that idea, the Pokemon creators had this idea since the beginning with Clefairy, right?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, Clefairy's actually an alien Pokemon, right? Yeah. And at the beginning, I remember when I was a kid and I learned about Clefairy for the first time, and that was the only thing that we knew about it, right? It was just like, you had to, is it true though? Or is it just something that people believe? Now we know that it's actually true.
Yeah.
Like that Clefairy is in fact an alien that
Pokemon.
crashed into here and it was able to reproduce and live here. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you could say the lore because remember, they say in the lore that he was a Pokemon from the moon.
Yeah.
That's why you see in the moon cave when you catch it in fire and living it because he says that they do their own specific dance called the moon dance.
Yeah, and they do the metronome. They evolve with the moonstone, right? So it makes sense.
Yeah, that's my feelings about. But I think Legend Arceus has a big epic thing because they're not gonna bring new stuff to the table. They're gonna bring the lore of Legend Arceus and the storyline about Legend Arceus, and that's what I want.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Like me.
You guys in the chat, let us know what you guys think about what the lore of the Legend of Arceus would be. Do you agree with Lou? Do you agree with his extensive explanation of how this became? I personally I will, at the very least, I want, right, a better explanation of how Arceus became so important. Actually, I hadn't even thought about that, and now you got me thinking, and I'm very excited for the game, even more so. But let's go ahead and close out the PokeBoost episode. If you there we go. Perfect. With some TCG. Because this is just the last bit, guys.
Oh, brother. More money.
Because there are two things that we need to talk about.
But
number one, the blister packs. Lou, did you see who's in there? Who's in that giant coin?
Venusaur, yeah.
That looks awesome.
Oh, more money to spend. That's what I hear.
But don't you already have a giant Venusaur coin?
Yes, I do. It's a gold Venusaur coin. It's a
Is it?
green Venusaur coin.
But is it the same?
No, this one is gold and black,
Oh,
and mine is green, pure green.
no. But is the drawing, the design the same?
That I do not know. I'm gonna check right now.
Check it because that's what I was thinking. I was like, is this number one? These are huge, by the way. There's a picture, right? But the coin's gonna be small, right? The coin's actually gonna be pretty tiny on this one. Look, you can reference it from the size of the card. But Ruben has another Venusaur coin that is absolutely ginormous. Okay, and I was just wondering whether or not it's the same one because I got connections at my local Target. I know who stocks the Pokemon, so I'm gonna see if I can get a few
Yeah,
of these.
it's the same one. It's the same style, but different color. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, yeah, there it is.
The same style, different color.
Same style, different color. Yep. Okay. Well, you don't need it then, Lou.
No, I'm gonna get it. Different color.
But here's the deal. We told you, like, we already bought it, guys. We put our money where our mouth is. We already bought a box of the upcoming Brilliant Stars, and the only reason why we bought it is for this card right here.
This effing car. And the only reason I care for that car, even though it's a charge the car, is because Venusaur stay there, you know?
And here's what I told Lou yesterday, because I just found out about this yesterday, is that this is going to be the hardest Venusaur card to get, simply because it's in a dumb Charizard card.
Yep. Man, Charizard kind of ruined everything, huh?
Yeah, he does, because it's like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna be $300.
Yeah, $300. I ain't gonna pay that.
Yeah, I know exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and try to pull this card. The search for the Charizard V alternate art begins pretty soon, guys. So stay tuned on the chat, and remember that we're also going to be doing the Pokemon Go this upcoming Sunday, and we'll bring you that special video next week, right? If all the editing goes well. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Lou, any other messages you have? Any other comments, concerns, news you want to share?
No, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your time of these community events that's gonna happen. Enjoy everything while you can. But let me tell you, this month or later this month, end of this month, and the next month is gonna be really important for Pokemon. So probably get up, go walk, and gotta catch them all, guys. Stay soon. See you later.